at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Peace. Let's get loud.
Racism can well be that corrosive evil that will bring down the curtain on Western civilization.
Tonight, a South Florida family is outraged by this image right here and others. They say North Miami Beach police used it and the images of 5 other minorities as targets during weapons training.
People that are out there supposed to be protecting us are using us as target practice.
The department conducting that training says it has halted the practice for the moment, but the family questions why officers were ever firing at targets with images of real people. Now, in this case, all of them were African American.
Some future historian will have to say that a great civilization died because it lacked the soul and commitment to make justice a reality for all men.
Truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do to root out Boko Haram. It would be a long-term effort, but it can be done. The United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. Black West Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case right now. It's a regional issue. If we were to see Boko Haram appear in some other region of the world, white Africa, which is North Africa, or in the Mideast in some way, we would be alarmed.
Expediency asks the question, is it politic? Vanity asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? On some positions, it is necessary for the moral individual to take a stand that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must do it because it is right.
How you guys liking the program? We want it to be educational, and we as a people, we need to work on, ourselves and, making this great country a great country. As we come to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, I stand before you, as we come to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, I stand before you to say we have come a long way, but it's not far enough. We can do better. We can be better. We are better. And now, with some words of encouragement, please welcome Nicole Williams as she comes to the stage to bless us with a song, You Can Make It.
No matter what's going on in your life, no matter the ups or downs, remember that you can make it. You can make it. You can make it. Yes, you can. Any trials you go through, the God I serve gonna work it out for you, and you can make it. All you gotta do is believe in yourself today, and you can make it. Yes, you can. And I don't care what's going on in your life today. God's not gonna let it last too long. And remember that you're not in this world alone. believe in yourself today, and you can make it. Yes, you can. Anything you go through, the God we serve gonna work it out for you, and you can make it. You can make it. Yes, you can. And I don't care what's going on in your life today. God's not gonna let it.
Good evening. How y'all doing this afternoon? Doing well? This is such a beautiful gathering, a purposeful gathering. Before I recite my piece, my name is Ipiani Locker, the Motivational Realizations, the energy of positive thought. The mirror doesn't change, it's your reflection. That means that in this world, you know, the way we see ourselves makes a huge difference in what we do. So I ask you, when you stand in that mirror of reflection, that you look through the lenses of love. The lenses of love are looking through the eyes of the Lord and see the gifts that have been ingrained at the center of you. It's not outside of you, it's all within. Tap inward, see better of yourself, you'll see better of the world that we're surrounded by. We still got a lot of ways to go, but we have come so far, and as the young lady had just said, we can make it. And one point that I want to make, it's good to have a dream, but it's more than just a dream. It's about manifesting the dream. That dream has to be attached to diligent effort, hands of faith, to create whatever your dream may be, whatever vision you've been given. You can build. To the brothers, to the young brothers, you know, respect your sister, the queen. We have to bring us back together. We cannot be divided. You know, it says a house divided will not stand, you know. To the young sisters, you know, honor your brother king, you know, and show genuine love to each other and build each other up. You never know what someone's going through in this world, in this life, and words carry weight. So speak in the tone of love to the world that we're each surrounded by, because that's how we build up this life. That's how we really find fulfillment and purpose in this life. Our purpose is to lead the next crop to the youth. There's no limits in the sky, so dream the biggest dream that you can dream and know that it is attainable, all right? Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. The title of this piece is We Honor You. Not only in memory, but through the living, through the chains that you broke, showing us that we are able, freedom found within the thoughts of our purposeful soul, removing of the binds, unhindered and unburdened, through limitations that you shattered, ceilings made of glass now falling, unconquerable determination breaking through, exploding through injustice, exploding through inequality, exploding from the spirit of love ingrained within you. The efforts of your diligent and faithful hands, once held in violence, transformed are the healing hands, touch of peace, feel of joy, clutch fish now becoming open palm, hands filled with love, the handed hands handed to you, outwardly reaching for love. Will you reach inward for love? The binds are broken, the chains are released. Able you are, able you have been made, abilities of the gifted, blessed with life. Will you heal the divides? Will you work to free the living? Will you see to seek the love? Will you pass through the veil of fear? Will you overcome the fog of doubts? Will you not succumb to the limitations of man? We are greater than, as shown through your living, our beloved brother and king. We honor you, witnessing your brilliance, the light behind the glory of man. As these times are still being shaped, wisdom pours upon the vessels of the thinking mind, thoughts of you. Freedom upon the spirit of my soul, upon our soul, from the third eye upon closed lids, prying open the lids that once shuttered your thoughts. Light of life, shining in a once darkened void. See your purpose, see your worth, see your joy as you witnessing your love, priceless and irreplaceable, uniquely handcrafted. You are jewel of life. Thank you for your time.
It is my privilege to introduce a woman of great character who has come to recognize some high desert school children. She is a gracious community servant, a philanthropist, and a woman to be admired. She is the founder and producer of the Dreamers, Visionary, and Leaders Project and works tirelessly as she leads by example and gives back to her community. Please welcome Miss Regina Weatherspoon Bell.
Thank you. It's very hard to see from up here, so I'm going to need to hear you today to make sure you're out there. So good afternoon and happy King Day. First of all, I want to say on behalf of our first district supervisor, who I happen to also work for, that he sends his regrets for not being able to be here today, but every year that he has had the opportunity to come and attend this event, he does. And I want to say on his behalf, thank you for inviting us to be here and for doing this amazing work. I also want to say to Thomas and Tamara Lee, who are President and Vice President of the High Desert Black Heritage Committee. Can we give them a round of applause for keeping this legacy alive? As the founder of Dreamers, Visionaries, and Leaders, we have established a scholarship fund, and one of those scholarships has been named in the name of Bishop Nathaniel Ruffin. And for those of you who know, I'm going to reaffirm, and for those of you who don't, please take this little tidbit of our high desert African American history with you today. But it is Bishop Nathaniel Ruffin that formed and comprised this High Desert Black Heritage Committee, which is over 30 years old. And so, if you don't mind, join me in giving him a round of applause posthumously for the work that he did and the foresight that he had to make sure that this was here for our community. And last, before I actually get into the reason why I'm here today, I want to say to all of those performers who came out here earlier and have shared through the gift of song, spoken word, you know, let's just celebrate them, because it takes a lot of courage to get out here and do that. They are committed to their community. They don't just do that one day a year. This is how they live their life, and they use their talents that God has purposed them for. So would you please join me in a round of applause for all of those amazing talents that came out here. Okay, and now I have the great joy of doing this segment for you. Each year during the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, the High Desert Black Heritage Committee seeks to recognize the talents and achievements of our youth in the High Desert. And this year is no exception. 6th grade students at Adelanto Elementary School were asked to discuss why they think Dr. King's quote, "We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools," means. And then they were asked to write about how people in their community work together to benefit everyone. Well, the students wrote their thoughts in letters addressed to Dr. King's children. And what a treat it is to have the students here today to present a compilation of their letters. The High Desert Black Heritage Committee would like to present these talented students with certificates for their accomplishments. As I call the students to the stage, would you please hold your applause until the end? And I'm just hopeful that the students can actually see or how they're accessing the stage. Okay, light, thank you. Because I don't know if the insurance is paid up or not. Right? Okay, first of all, could I have Jacob Reed join us here on the stage? Is Jacob here?
Yes, he is.
How about Lenise Sullivan? Is Lenise here? Okay. And this is Maribel Lepis, is that correct? Yes? Let's give her a round of applause. Bethany Vasquez Rango. Samantha Martinez. DeMarlo Gray. I like that name. Joseph Walters. So are the boys beating the girls? We got 3 boys and 2 girls? Uh-oh, where are my ladies? Okay. Alicia Marie Arevalo. There we go. Moala Futa. Marisol Leon. And Robert Jones. Look at all that hair. I paid good money for that hair. And Robert, congratulations. Is that everybody? Okay. Please join me in congratulating all the students on a job well done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be treated because the students are going to read their letters for us.
Dear Martin III, Yolanda, Bernice, and Dexter King, when I read your father's quote, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish as fools, it really got me thinking about all the great ways my community works together. I think your father's quote means that everyone should work together like a family or die thinking they should have done something different. I live in a small city named Atlanta where all kinds of people live, from light-skinned to dark-skinned. Our community works together on clothes collection, cleaning parks, and much more.
Our community's clothes collection and food giveaways are for people who can't afford to buy any such things because of bills and more. The churches provide people with their needs for summer, winter, or at any time. Our community also does cleanups. These cleanups are taking places at parks, deserts, streets, and back alleys. Although black people and white people didn't get along when your father was alive, all races are trying to protect our community now.
I saw people taking donations. At first I really didn't even care. Then after school that day, I thought of your father's quote. I meant to donate $1, but I donated 20. It made me feel more important. If we stopped donating, those people might have terrible lives, probably even worse.
Other examples I see in my community are when we go to a homeless shelter and mix Thanksgiving food. When we did that, the people were hungry, thankful, and kids were very happy. My family and I were very happy to see them happy. I was shocked to see this woman so glad she was in tears. I really love to see people happy. Another example is when my family made back-to-school snack bags and handed them out to kids in Atlanta. The kids were proud, excited, and they even donated money. The kids loved the snack bags. I even made new friends. When I saw the kids who ran up their homes, I was very scared. It turned out okay. If we all stopped working together as a team, there would be lots of people left without things they need. Homeless people would stay homeless and hungry. The world wouldn't be the same.
Our fire department gives away smoke detectors. The fire department puts out fires and saves people's lives. There was a fire in an apartment and 4 people were rescued. My school gives away supplies and backpacks. On the first day of school, a kid did not have school supplies. Our teacher and the principal gave him a backpack and a pencil to work with. In Atlanta, we have a couple of schools and a lot of teachers that can teach us how to become brave and follow our dreams, like going to college and becoming a doctor.
In our community, we go to school and learn from our teachers. The way our teachers teach us is really important because without them, no one will be able to read or get their degrees and go to college. Teachers are one of the most important people in your life. If this world didn't have teachers at all, no one would know anything and really grow up. The way people clean parks, do clothes collections, and how churches give away food to all kinds of people around the world help save our community. I think that is the real meaning of the quote, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish as fools.
That quote made me want to help my neighbors clean their yards. When I did that, I raked the leaves, I had to water the grass and sweep their porches. They really appreciated what I did for them. That quote also inspired me to help my neighbors move in. They were thankful they had more help. They said they've never met someone so nice. They even said, I wish there were more people in the world like you. Martin III, Yolanda, Bernice, and Dexter, your dad made a lot of people want to help their community.
Is a hero to many. People are always volunteering to clean up parks and helping to serve food in the outreach center, and even the firefighters are doing their part. People are aspiring to both make and keep our community beautiful and clean. People of all races have come together because of your father. Many people, such as my peers, are together because of your father. My life and many others to come shall be better. I relate to your father's quote, and that we need to learn to live together and create family and not waste the limited time we have here together on earth. And see you.
What brilliant minds and great hearts you young people have. And you stand here today on this stage and you embody and reflect exactly what Dr. King was talking about that he wanted for his 4 children, was to be able to live in a society where, look at you, there are different colors, different nationalities represented, and you are all working together to achieve the same goals and the same dreams. I want you to look out here in this audience today, and I'm going to ask all of the adults in the audience, would you please stand? And I want you young people to see that you have an auditorium of adults who are standing because you inspire us, and we are so incredibly proud of you. And I want you to take this moment forward with you, and everything that you do and remember this moment when this auditorium stood to honor you and the works that you are doing. As a special treat for your hard work, the Dreamers, Visionaries, and Leaders Project and Trubian Village are going to sponsor a pizza party for you, and that's planned for this week at school. So you make sure you get your pizza, okay? All right, please join me in giving these awesome students another round of applause as they take their seats.
And gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, poet Mitchell Young.
Oh my God. Yo, that was crazy. Thank you guys. You know what I mean? This is amazing. Seeing society now, how we came a long way. Today is a special day. You know, back then, before Martin Luther King said what he said and made a difference, we probably wouldn't be sitting next to each other. But seeing these kids, knowing the truth of why our culture has pushed it this way is a great thing. So I applaud you guys. I applaud you guys in the audience as well for being here. It's support, okay? This poem that I have, before I get into it, I attend San Bernardino Valley College.
Go Wolverines.
Wolverines, yes. Woo! Whoever said that. It's dark right here, I can't see. Anyway, at San Bernardino Valley College, we have this program called Tumaini. It's a great program. If, you know, I will talk to your guys' director and maybe you guys get it down here as well, but Tumaini is a group that helps motivate and mentor students despite culture. So this program and this poem that I'm about to say right now is perfect. There's nothing different between you and me. The only difference is we choose what we want to see. Because on TV, we are racially discriminated to deceive people's eyes in order to separate the peace. I mean, unity is the key to greater things and the cure to this hatred disease that is spread across the country. Tumaini means tithing and understanding multicultural adversities inherited by New Age investment. So with that in mind, we can surpass stereotypes and focus on accomplishing our dreams. Because in my mind, equality is something we should all bring. Thank you.
Committee, I want to thank you for spending your afternoon with us. African American history is rich with examples of those who used dauntless determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Although some things in this country have not changed as much as we would like, each one of us can make a difference. Dr. King's message was about more than just correcting injustice in the world. He inspired people to continue to move forward in the face of adversity. Many of his speeches offer timeless information that promotes dignity, inspires, and motivates people to accomplish their dreams. As we bring this program to a close, we want to leave you with some positive thoughts. The video you're about to see was created to remind each of us of the power we have within to do great things. We must not let obstacles and trials keep us from accomplishing our goals. In the words of Dr. King, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Amen. Thank you.
By choosing your future. And not only is it important for you to know it's possible for you to choose your future, but it's necessary that you work on yourself, that you develop yourself. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life, people who don't want anything.
The most powerful motivational speeches that I've ever heard came from people who told me I couldn't do something. You know why? Because when they told me I couldn't do it, I was bound and determined to show them that I could. tell me I can't do, I will prove you wrong. I will show you that you're mistaken, because I believe, and this is real important, I can't, will thwart you, will stop you, will slow you down, will turn you around and cause you to move backwards if you let it. But if you have the proper mindset, I can't, will do nothing but make you that more determined to get to your goal.
Dear candidate, thank you for your application to our ballet academy. Unfortunately, you have not been accepted. You lack the right feet, Achilles tendons, turnout, torso length, and bust. You have the wrong body for ballet, and at 13, you are too old to be considered.
Failure is not an option. When you go into it, I want you to go into everything you do, listen to me, as if failure is not an option. All right? It's not a button. It's not a label. It does not exist. You can do it.
Don't let nobody steal your dream. I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. You're the one.
If you want to be great, not good, not also grand, not second, not third, if you want to be great, the very best at what you do, obsession is a necessity. Once you have that magnificent obsession, once you question impossible to the key, then when somebody like that tells you you can't do something, you have chosen the wrong one to tell something like that to. I will show you what I can do. I will show you, I will turn your I can't, I will never, I won't, it's impossible. I will turn it around and I will show you that I can do anything.
Do you know where you're going? Where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn? If you try to learn what you can learn. Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do? If you try to do what you can do. Hey, black child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Now that means that you should not be ashamed of your color. You know, it's very unfortunate that in so many instances, our society has placed a stigma on the Negro's color. You know, there are some Negroes who are ashamed of themselves. But don't be ashamed of your color. Don't be ashamed of your biological features. Somehow you must be able to say in your own lives and really believe it, I am black but beautiful. And believe it. therefore you need not be lured into purchasing cosmetics advertised to make you lighter. Neither do you need to process your hair to make it appear straight. I have good hair, and it is as good as anybody else's hair in the world, and we've got to believe that. Now, in your life's blueprint, be sure that you have that a principle of somebody. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have as a basic principle the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. And finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Don't allow anybody to pull you so low as to make you hate them. Don't allow anybody to cause you to lose your self-respect to the point that you do not struggle for justice. However young you are, you have a responsibility to seek to make your nation a better nation in which to live. You have a responsibility to seek to make life better for everybody. And so you must be involved in the struggle for freedom and justice. Now, in this struggle for freedom and justice, there are many constructive things that we all can do, that we all must do. We must not give ourselves to those things which will not solve our problems. You've heard the word nonviolent and you've heard the word violent. I happen to believe in nonviolence. We've struggled with this method with young people and adults alike all over the South, and we have won some significant victories, and we've got to struggle with it all over the North because the problems are as serious in the North as they are in the South. I believe as we struggle with these problems, we've got to struggle with them with a method that can be militant, at the same time does not destroy life or property. So our slogan must not be burn, baby, burn. It must be build, baby, build. Yes, our slogan must be learn, baby, learn, so that we can earn, baby, learn. Commitment, I believe that we can transform dark yesterdays of injustice into bright tomorrows of justice and humanity. Let us keep going toward the goal of selfhood, toward the realization of the dream of brotherhood, toward the realization of the dream of understanding goodwill. Let nobody stop. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair. We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl.
but by all means, keep moving.
That's the end of our program. We appreciate you guys coming, especially the kids. We do this thing every year, and we always like community participation, because the more that we participate as a community, the further we can go as a community. So I'll leave you guys with that, and be careful on your way out.